Good morning, Deeds. What's up, buddy?
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy 423.
Yeah, 423. Dude, we are in the end of April. Like school's out in a month out here.
Really?
And yeah, like I think some of the kids are done May 17th, some of the kids are done like May 22nd.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're the end
so
of May.
yeah, like just another month and then summer.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You got your
so
road trip coming up the end of May, right?
yeah, that's May
How's that coming together?
27th. It's coming along really well, dude. I'm excited to make some announcements. I know which way I'm going to be going.
Cool.
I don't know if I'm going to do it right this second, but I do know my route. I'm pretty jacked about it. Well, I'll probably break it out on Friday.
Sure.
We'll have a little time and discuss that. Um, but yeah, I know which way I'm going. I'm excited. I know I'm going to be staying with my man Sean Hart for a night. That's pretty fucking
Awesome.
rad. So
Cool.
yeah, that'll be fun. We're gonna bang out some work on a Friday and get some stuff taken care of. Um, yeah, I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
So summer is just around the corner. We're just trying
Cool.
to
1 month.
check along and make it through the last few weeks. What's going on with you?
Not much. Just filled up my bleach. Got that all taken care of because I was empty. Had a call yesterday. Guy needs a house wash. Got a deeds letter. So he called Mr. Deeds. So I sold a house wash yesterday. Got the bleach all set up, so I'm good for driveways and house washes. I have two window cleanings coming up this week. I just have to get them scheduled. So today we're kind of a rain out, so I'm going to push it to like Thursday and maybe Friday. So other than that, just got a bunch of jobs to line up and just knock out here. So spring is here and just staying busy and enjoying it. So got to remember to hydrate and uh, hydrate.
Dude, I got a text at 11. What the hell?
11, what the hell? Last night or in the morning?
No, last night, 11:53 or something, and 11:07. Pardon me, and asking me for windows by the end of the week. I'm
Huh?
actually going to that neighborhood today.
Cool.
So I replied to the person who sent me a message at 11:07. I sent them a message at 4:23.
Sure.
Uh,
Cool.
yeah. Hey,
Reverse
I'm
email.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like
Gotcha.
I'm on top of it. Give me 6 hours, but I'll get it. No, that's cool. That's people who are going to text you at 7:40 at night or 11:50 are they're motivated hot buyers. Like they want your service. They're calling at a weird
Yeah.
hour. They're either scammers from India who are awake and doing it, or people who are motivated and want it. So yeah, and that was the guy who called. He was motivated. He said he got the deeds letter, needs it done by the 29th. So I said, yeah, I can get it done in the next 3 or 4 days, well before your deadline. So he's like, hell yeah. So accepted it and we're good to go. It'll make great before and afters because it's a really black, hardy plank. Like there's mildew all over the back. It'll melt like butter. So I'll do one of those before and after deals. But yeah, so excited about that and just the month ahead. We've got the end of May. My daughter's birthday's happening, so my mother's flying in, so she'll be here a week. That'll be exciting. The week after, we're going to the beach for a week. That'll be nice. And so yeah, a lot of stuff planned for the spring, and still waiting to hear back on that big flat work and building job. But uh, yeah, other than that, things are
Those
doing well.
those deals sometimes take a few. Give me one sec. My
Yeah,
dog just not.
go for it.
All right.
Oh, the dog's like, I don't want
I
to go
was
outside. I want a treat. Damn it.
I was almost out of juice, and I plugged in, but I'm plugged into the wall, and he knocked the plug out and whatever.
Oh shit, you
So
got to wheeze the juice.
yeah, freeze it. So I'm
Wheeze it.
going this morning after I get out the shower. I'm trying to grab a shirt, doing it in the closet. It's dark or whatever. I have a section that's work shirts, um, like are my streak free shirts, WCR and zero shirts.
Mhm.
And I just grabbed a streak free shirt and yank it real quick and run downstairs. And apparently I'm doing my best Kevin Hargis this morning. I'm straight
Kevin Hart.
sleeveless.
Solar trading, yeah, baby.
Yeah. So I didn't realize I was gonna break the guns out this morning, but yeah, shout
We'll
out to
sell
Kevin Hart,
tickets. And Kevin, yeah,
dude.
that was good.
Yeah, So speaking of shirts, I dig that one. Nothing like a little
Squeegeous.
Nixon with the yeah.
It's good to wear at airports. It's
Oh,
conversationalist.
that's
People
not,
look.
I thought Richard Nixon. It's Regis.
Oh, it's Squeegeous Philbin. Squeegeous.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's
My
great.
eyes
It's
are
a good
good.
connection. The older ladies, the demographics between 55 and 79 love Regis Philbin. He's a national treasure.
Everybody loves Regis.
Yes, but
Everybody loves
it's a good
Regis.
shirt. Yeah, they WCR sells these. They got the Window Washington. They got Squeegee, the Michael Jackson one. They got a bunch of them.
Nice.
Yep.
I got my rubbers yesterday. I got the
Nice.
30-inch Sorbo rubbers. They came in. I was fortunate enough to get one of the fun purple gelatin Jello WCR stickers. So
Nice.
that
I
was
grabbed one of those too. Those are nice.
yeah. That's pretty cool. I slapped it on the bucket already, and I'm
Cool.
still waiting on my dual rinse bar. I thought that was coming yesterday, but I guess it hits today. So I'm excited to get that and get that rolling.
That'd be like
Um,
good for solar, because sometimes you're above the panel, sometimes you're below the panel, and you still got to flow that stuff off. Uh, Double rinse bar, that should be pretty neat.
yeah, I'm excited to try that out. And actually, before you and I jumped on, I was watching a TJ Gilbert video, and he was rocking that sill brush. And I have that sill brush, but I haven't used it yet. And I'm watching him do it, and I'm like, damn, we have a job on the first Wednesday of the month. So I guess that I'll go next week. That I'll probably break that out for.
Nice.
And we put a bid on a new construction clean or post construction clean that we got last week that will start on Monday.
Cool.
And if we get that going, I have a feeling that that may be a new go-to for that property. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out. Thanks for TJ for posting that video and for making it fresh in my memory. It sounds really weird that sometimes I wouldn't think about using products or stuff that I have,
Mhm.
or it sounds weird that maybe I haven't used some of it yet. But once you kind of get familiar with your products and your other stuff, sometimes you just forget
Well, you've
what
got a
you have.
preference. You've got your
Yeah,
go-to, and there's nothing else, you know.
yeah.
Like Sorbo,
So
I don't usually use Sorbo on residential. I only use it on storefronts, commercial. But there's big pains on big houses. They could love that big Sorbo, blade, but I
oh
don't
yeah,
think to use it because it's my commercial baby. But
yep.
yeah, so it's your go-to. So, but yeah, speaking of the sill brush, I had a job Saturday. I was cleaning windows, and the lady was telling me she wanted to follow me around and like lift the window and clean it as I was cleaning, and I was just like, crap. But the sill brush would have helped because I spent a lot more love and attention cleaning out the sills at the bottom. But I would have liked that sill brush because I would have spent a lot of time flushing, rinsing a lot more, and scrubbing the shit out of it instead of just using my zero bore hair because it's got some bottom radial action, but yeah, let me know how that
Yeah.
goes. I'm gonna watch the TJ video later today.
Yeah, so I've been doing Caps, this restaurant, for over 5 years. They're like my first commercial account.
Hmm.
Um, and I do it the first Wednesday of the month. It's like in about 2 years ago, I used to almost always do a video on that day. Be like, hey, what up? It's Jason. I'm out at Caps, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah. And I kind of went
geotags.
away. Yeah, I kind of went away from that. But I think it'll be, and it's a walk along store, like restaurant storefront. But I think it'll be fun for me to lock in and maybe get some footage on a shop like that. The only problem is half of it below, like this 90-degree angle of the
Hmm.
restaurant. It's like a dirt area, so I don't
Okay,
really want to use it on that section. But on the actual entrance to the storefront, I think it'll look pretty awesome to get some footage on that, and
nice,
it'll also just make it go quick and make everything look cool and shiny.
shiny. Get the sun hitting it just right, and then the kid puts his face on the glass. They're like, "Oh, kids,
Gotta do it. Gotta
yeah,
do it.
got to do it." But hey, making the glass look good—that's the important part.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's just basically what's going on today and this week and next week. I'm pretty jacked, dude. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of stuff done. And oh, you know what? I do want to say too. Hold on one sec.
You got it.
Hey there, Fred. I did get my copy of the AWC
Nice.
mag, and I want to shout out to Lacey and the people at the mag. Got my obviously my stickers and whatnot. Little hugging.
Yeah,
Also
huckster.
opening mag, and then seeing some of our buddies along with myself on the second page.
It's pretty cool.
That felt really rad. So I just want to say thank you to all the readers. Thank you again to the staff over there, and um, just the publication in general for allowing me to talk about what's going on in my life and what's going on in my business, and kind of bringing them together. Like they didn't tell me, hey, you need to write about window cleaning and this and that. They're being fair and honest and loving and supportive, and I just want to say thank you to them for allowing a ding dong like me to put out what's in my heart, and just be real, because a lot of corporations or a lot of publications, they're very specific, right? And they want certain things. And one of the greatest things about that I'm learning more and more about our industry and the people in our industry is that we care and that we love and we support one another. And
Yep.
the publication just keeps going to show it. And it's not, it's not just America. They're going global, baby. And I think it's really cool with how they support all of us. And again,
Yes.
if anybody's interested in helping out the publication, give them a shout, and see what you can do.
They
So
should.
I
They
just
should. Go ahead.
I want to say no. That's it, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm stoked. So
Yeah, they do a good job, and shout out to you and their publication, the other writers, everybody does a good job and pulls together. And you got some great photos in the magazine. Stickers are awesome. It's a good deal.
yeah, and that's the other cool thing is I sent them like I basically dumped what happened at IWCA on them. I was like, look, I don't know what you guys want to use, so here's like 100 pictures or something like that.
Sure.
Use what you want, and to have them use the picture with me and Zane and Mike and Jersey made me feel so awesome, bro. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
for those of you who don't
Zero
know,
team.
yeah, but for those of you who don't know, like Mike Nichols is a mentor of mine, an amazing dude that I glean as much information from, right?
Yep.
And I try to spend time and to learn from him and from Zane and from Jersey, but all in different manners, right? And for that picture to be one of the ones that they used was, it made my heart feel like, we
Full.
talk about filling,
That was
yeah,
cool.
we talk about filling our passion bucket, baby.
Hmm.
It made my heart like really full. Because Mike also does a ton for people. Like we talk about the publication doing things for people,
Hmm.
and Mike does a ton for the industry behind the scenes that people may not be aware of.
Sure.
Just being him. For me, spiritual guidance too. The dude's a G, and again, I was stoked to have that picture be one of the ones that they used. So yeah, man,
Very
that was
cool.
rad. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But I digress. Thanks for letting me give everybody their props. So I guess too, dude, we got a little bit of more time to kill.
Sure. Yeah.
If you want to, so this trip that we've been talking about that I'm going on, it looks like I'll be cruising down the coast, going through DC area, Virginia area,
Cool.
down to Carolina. So if there are any window cleaners in the Baltimore, DC, Virginia area that want to get down, give me a shout. And then in the Carolinas, either like Raleigh or Durham area, give me a shout. Asheville, that's another area. And then
Well, you have to get a list of not dates, but list of cities that you're like contemplating and such.
yeah,
So
and
people
these are just uh, some of the areas that I'll be cruising through.
Mhm.
And looks like I'll be going west through Oklahoma, Arkansas area.
Neat.
Uh, yeah, there's somebody there I want to say hi to. And then Tennessee, Nashville area. Mike Matthews, if you're listening and watching, buddy, I might want to hit you up. Uh, maybe Kansas, Colorado, all that good stuff. So if I just listed your state and you want to, this early this summer, June 1 through like the 12th, that's where I'll be cruising, man. So
Awesome.
more dates, like specific dates will follow.
Sure.
Uh,
It's early.
but yeah, but I just know June 1 through the 12th, Goo's on the road, coming down the coast and then shooting across. So
Cool.
that'll be fun. That'll be
Neat.
fun. Yeah, I can't
Very cool.
decide. I can't decide if I want to rent like a small U-Haul box and load that shit up, or if I want to get like just a Toyota pickup truck and make sure it has a bed cover and do it that way,
You got to make
I've
sure
just,
it's locked and secure. If you're carrying anything of value, at least with a box truck, you can put a padlock or two
yeah,
and do that deal, or said sleep in it if you had to, or whatever. But box truck might make sense. Be more expensive on fuel, but uh, or a Sprinter van type deal. I mean, you can look at
yeah.
Enterprise or whatever.
I've looked at Enterprise and they have it's about 3 Gs for
Sure.
either. You could do like a cargo van,
Hmm.
Sprinter van,
Yep,
or like I said, the Tacoma is the other idea. Um, but
that's
then
doable.
yeah, it's doable. The only problem there, like you said, is kind of then just assuring that I have a bed cover.
Yeah, tonneau
Uh,
cover would be like $900, the secure one with a lock, and even then, locks are only keeps honest people out. So you'd want
well,
something more secure than that, I think.
I don't know, man. It'll be all good.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, depending where you park at night, you're fine.
yeah, I'm the best with I don't exactly have the best luck when it comes to that kind of shit, but
Well,
I
when
didn't
you say like
exactly.
Baltimore, DC, it's like park in a covered
So, bro,
area.
originally this trip was gonna put me in Reading, Pennsylvania first.
Okay.
My boy Dario is a tattoo artist and a friend of mine that I've known since we were about 18, 19 years old. I haven't seen in like 20 years, right? And he was going to be my first stop because it's, and I was going to shack up with him for a day or two on the weekend before the Monday started, and I'm out on the road.
Hmm.
Well, now he's having surgery that weekend. So that kind of like put a damper. But he's like, hey, don't come to Reading. Reading sucks and it's unsafe. I wouldn't want you hanging out in here if you weren't. Hey, Floyd. He's like, I wouldn't want you hanging out in Reading by yourself. In certain areas, it may not be the best.
Sure,
So, um, yeah. So I
but
have
you'll
to
be
talk.
fine.
Yeah, I'm not, dude. I'm not. I've stayed in some shady fucking spots here in Phoenix when I was going through my phases. So I'm not sketchy spots. Don't it's par for the course. And to be honest,
Yes,
it kind of makes it more fun.
yes. Little spice on the night.
Yeah, a little sketch in your life. Got to have some of that. But I also one of the cool things about this trip is I'm going like when I let Chris and Alex know, hey, here's where I want to go. They can look up and hopefully link me up with some of their with some of the clientele, so
Cool.
I can some of their clients, and you know help some people out while I'm out there. So
Neat.
that's the part that I'm looking forward to.
Sounds like a
So
fun road trip.
yeah, man, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Bring
gonna be a good.
a lot of battery chargers.
Yeah, I'm the worst at that too. I am typically once I get set, I'm all right. And once I have a plan or once it starts rolling, then I'm okay. But leading up to an organization is not necessarily my strong suit.
Checklist.
Yeah, that's what
You know,
my wife is a genius when it comes to that stuff.
cool.
Um, so she's going to be someone I'm going to lean hard on for that one.
Well, even
Uh,
like outlines of what you're getting, how, where you're at now, where you want to be, and then, but yeah, you've got it. Your wife's a genius. You're all set.
yeah, it'll be interesting. And like I said, you and I have talked about it a little bit off camera or off whatever, off discussion. And one of the things that I want to have an outline, but I don't want to necessarily make reservations in hotels,
Oh,
and
of course.
I don't want
Yeah.
to book anything. Like
Want to
I
keep
know
it fluid.
I do, and I am like I want to be able to. Hey, if I want to stay in a city an extra day, or somebody needs more help an extra day, I can do that. I don't need to
Sure.
be tied down to like, hey, I need to be here by this day or this day. But
No, that's cool. That's how you want to do it. There's no stress.
yeah, to have the main goal be ending. I'll actually
Hmm.
end the now the goal is to end in Denver. Well,
Cool.
partially to end in Denver, stay a week there, bang out some glass with a couple of our homies and friends and some new friends. So that's going to be fun too. I'll have some time to dedicate in my second city,
Cool. What,
Denver.
what, what week are you going to be in Denver?
So that week will for sure be the 12th or 13th through like the 20th. So you can
Cool.
book that shit. I know that
Yeah.
for a fact.
Cool. I got
My kid
family up
is
there.
yeah, my kid is gonna. You do too?
Yeah. Well, it's Colorado Springs, so an hour south.
Yeah, no. Let's we'll talk off camera on something because you need to be in the mix on some of this somehow. So you and I are gonna figure out a way to get something going this summer
I'll,
before the
I'll,
huge.
I'll contact him. He's got a mountain house to the left of Denver in one of those Breckenridge places. So maybe we'll
Gotta
do
love
their
it,
windows. But
dude.
cool.
Figure something out, and we'll keep working on this, and I'll keep you posted just as well as I keep our friends and viewers and watchers posted as well. Um, One of my contacts too, I want to give her a shout out at Zero. Kaylee's been awesome. I look forward to meeting and working with her. She's been pretty awesome when it comes to this stuff too. I'm really goofy when it comes to tech, and I'm not the brightest dude sometimes. I can post videos and do some good shit, but that's about it. So her patience has been awesome, and I want
Cool.
to say thank you for that. Oh man. So any big plans for the day? You about to hit the dispatch or
About to hit it in about a couple minutes. I can hear the rain outside, so that's good. Getting a nice rinse off and getting all the pollen gone. So everything looks good for the week. Just got to send out emails, follow ups with anybody who's got any pending estimates, see how they're doing. Got to send out emails to people from gutter cleaning last year. Hey, it's that time of year again. Pollen has stopped. You want to set it up? So just stuff on the agenda for today to get done, and probably schedule a couple jobs for this week once I figure out what the rain's going to do today. Because I might even be able to go wash that house this afternoon. So we'll see.
that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah. So a lot of my customers are really cool about really fluid on their schedules because I
Yeah,
tell them flat out, I work three days a week out of the home office till maybe three, maybe five, depending how busy we are. And they're like, I'm retired. I work from home. I don't care. Just give me an hour's notice so I can put the cats in the house and shit like that. That's I'm really lucky in that respect where I can just fire off an email or a text or a call to a customer. They're like, yeah, come on out. So that's always good. Helps me
yeah,
juggle and deal with that. My wife's homeschooling, so me being on 3 days a week or so at the chair, I can help make breakfast and stuff like that. And if I've got a big job, then yeah, I'm out there doing it and stuff. But a lot of my customers, I try to just do one in the afternoon instead of rack up two or three. On the weekends I'll do two or three, but yeah. So anyway, my whole thing this month, getting healthy, getting back into the swing of things. I'm hoping that my inflammation or whatever the fuck's going on is kind of tapering off and getting back to a regular diet. So right now, I'm all about mass, like the guy from It's Always Sunny. I just got a Mac. He's got to eat
yeah.
bulk up mass, so I'm going to be trying that soon and getting that going. So protein shakes and bullshit. So that's on the agenda.
How much you trying to put on?
About 20 pounds, 15. A girl never tells. No, I gotta lift a lot more weights, do a lot of push-ups. In the mornings on my walks, I've been doing pull-ups on the pull-up bar, but I've got to start sit-ups. I got to strengthen my core because half my problem is all that shit going on down there. But if
Yeah.
I've got a body like Rick Moranis, that explains that. So I've got to turn
You
it
and I
into
are similar. I think you and I are a similar build. Are you about 130, 135, something like that?
wow, you should work in a carnival. 137.
Yeah, I mean, well, you and I are very similar build. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, at
so
this point, yeah. I used to be like 165, 179.
so
That's
did I.
my
Was never 165 was my heaviest, I believe.
wow.
But after I stopped drinking, and then I was on a medication, and I think that had something to do with me
Mhm.
staying. Well, dude, I walk 10,000 to 12,000 steps a day. If
Sure.
I'm cleaning or not, you know what I mean? I'm just a hyperactive mother effer.
Yeah,
So I constantly am walking. So that has something to do with it. My metabolism has something to do with it, but I think my medication had something to do with it too. And
sure.
over the last from December through January, I tapered off of like basically almost all of my medications.
Wow, good
Um,
job. You didn't
and
go crazy or nothing. That's
I didn't, I
that's hats
didn't.
off, dude. That's cool.
And I went through some serious shit too. Like, we had you've been
Mhm.
with me since February
Yeah.
after I went through a bunch of family stuff and went through another loss. And like I've everything's good, but I have noticed that I have gained a slight amount of weight, and I'm about 136, 137 right now, which is basically what you're at too. I don't know how much. I think I could do 150 comfortably, but I
Hmm.
don't think I could do much more. Sometimes I
Well,
look back at some of the pictures and my face is like,
I was looking back. You get the memories on Facebook. Like eight
yeah,
years
that's
ago, my daughter is 10 or so, turning 11. When she was born, I was at like my heaviest. I was like a plump boy. I was like 208. I was like 208, 195. So I slowly lost a bunch of weight over like a bunch of years. So when I tell the doctor, how much weight have you lost in the last 2 years? I'm like, 50 pounds maybe. Like, holy shit. So the point is yeah, I can put a lot on. I just actually have to be active, eat the protein and be whatever. But it's hard when you're married with children, full-time jobs, all that shit. So yeah,
yeah,
lucky for me, I've got the Bowflex fucking twisted weights, which are pretty cool. But
that's cool.
yeah, so got to get that. Got to actually use the goddamn things like squeegee Philbin. Lift it. But
Bro, I jacked my back up the other day. This
did
is
you?
so effed up. Yeah. I was actually leaning down to plug in this. All right, 46 years old, 47 years old this August. I hurt my back bending down to plug in the charger to something. And I
Wow,
coughed at the same time. And something went
something separated. Yeah,
right up my back, went like an electric shock. I was like, ah, and it wasn't like the
maybe
shock.
you. Oh,
No, it
you never
wasn't the
know.
shot, but it was like, oh, that hurt. And then
Oh,
from that day on, like my back's been jacked again. I went to the Cairo yesterday or the day before,
they didn't
but
fix it.
I one time never fixes it.
I I finished cleaning up a neighborhood wall and I was reeling up the last 200 feet of hose reel and it was connected 200 feet and it was full of water. I should have gave it the 5 minutes to let it drain so it was 100 pounds
Yeah,
less. And I didn't because I was in a hurry. Cause like, yeah, I'm getting fucking paid. It's done. So I'm railing it up and I'm doing like one of these motions and I ended up pulling something in my back where I was like, holy shit, like it felt like it was disconnected. I couldn't
yeah,
pick up a quarter off the ground without it hurting. And I still had to load up a mobile pressure washer into my thing. I had to flag down landscapers. You know how much
oh,
that hurt my pride. It's like, hey, can you
yeah.
help me? It was so bad for like 3 days. I hurt to poop. I couldn't even sit on the toilet because it was like I had to like hover and then cry about it. It was, oh man, it was terrible. But yeah, I didn't go to the Cairo because I healed over some time. But anyway, this whole I can crack my back this way, but not this way. It's like there's a fucking brake pedal that stops me from going to where I used to have flexibility. It's been that way
That's the
for a
one.
year or two, so it's terrible. But once in a great while, I'll get the reflex and I'll be able to crack it like woohoo, and then
That
it'll go
deep
back to
pop.
stupid. Yeah, way
It's
down
all.
there. But I crack it all. I'm a neck cracker, knuckles, all that shit.
Me too.
Yeah, it's
Me
a
too.
self-adjusting they call it. Your chiropractor will say, "Oh, that's good. Keep coming back." Yeah,
Talk
but
about getting your ego hurt, bro. Like I was whining about my back, and my John Magdos was with me that day,
mhm.
and he's a guy who's had like back surgery and like neck,
Serious
like
shit. Yeah.
serious shit. and to hear me like bitching and whining about it, and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh," he's like, "I
that
empathize with
plug.
you."
Yeah.
I don't even like, I don't even want him to see me hurt at all because this is a guy who's like seriously been in pain.
He's got like
And
the screws in the neck type
yeah, dude,
style.
not feel like a big bag of bitch or whatever, but like you can tell when somebody's back's bugging them. They're just by the way they're gait and their walk and shit.
Oh,
So
it's a fucking study. What'd you say? Like the Batman neck? Like, like
yeah,
shit. Luckily,
exactly.
range of motion is good except for the lower back. But that's what happens when you get older.
Yeah,
Your stuff
that's
starts
one of the
popping.
things. All
But
right, buddy. Well, I guess it's about time to wrap it up. I can see the sun poking out. It's going to be a
nice.
warm. You know what I was thinking this morning is I'm not ready for summer. It's like it's still a beautiful time out right now where I can in the mornings I still wear a light hoodie. I get that zero hoodie out, break it out, and 8 o'clock it's time to
Pull it
take off.
off.
Well, dude, yesterday I went straight tank top.
Oh, sure.
Uh,
Well, you're
yeah, no,
rocking the guns today.
I am rocking the guns today. I want to make sure I get that sun before it gets too hot. As long
Well,
as I get that base going, then I'm all right.
they say the angle of the sun this year or in June is the same or now is the same angle it'll be in August. So you're going to get a really bad sunburn now and in like August, September. So the angle of the sun's going to F you up. So go get some. Yesterday it was like
Well,
90
I'm
something.
not working as much in August and September. I got a
Well, did
little
you?
life coming up. It's going to be weird. We got to talk about that one coming up soon too. I got a kid going into kindergarten. I got
Well,
one who's about to
me too.
drive. This is fucking crazy, bro.
They grow up fast.
Yeah, man. Whatever. Well,
But
let's end it
everyone
on a
have a
great.
good morning.
Yeah. Don't forget to change your rubbers. I
Fill your
hope your
bucket,
pack
everybody.
is full. Enjoy the rest of your day, gang.
Everybody have a good one. Thanks for watching.